Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. This is Lovecheck, the Lovecheck, where we want to start having question and answers when it comes to love check and relationships, right? I just ran in here because I was cooking. Okay? Cooking some food because I always end up being starving, right? So we will start. So here we go. This is called Love Check, in which we have volunteers, and I have dropped the link. I have the link to the top, or put the first link up there for people to come up. Don't have to be on camera. We can hear your voice. But I want to test out the audience and test out how the questions sound to people. If I could get 2 volunteers, that would be great. Just 2 volunteers, right? And we ask you the questions. You don't have to be on camera. Obviously, you got a avatar, so you don't have to be on camera. And then we ask these questions, and we want to see if you're ready for a relationship. If people are ready for relationships, right? And then how the audience will participate. If the audience wants a specific question asked, the audience can send a super chat for $2. If they want a different question asked, they can send a super chat for $2. Or we can play along with the show and see how the show goes, right? Because this is a show, or this particular show is about if you know your partner or if you know yourself. Okay? And we want to find out. And you can find out right along with us. In every episode, we'll bring a single person, 2 single people up. You may or may not be on camera if that's what you want to do, but we will be able to hear your voice. And we want to hear the real truth, not the talking points, not the what sounds good. We really want to hear the answers of what people really think when it comes to being in relationships. Okay? And we really want to know. So we'll ask questions and find out. For example, and you can pop up. Anybody can pop up. You won't be on camera, just your voice. Okay? And I have a sample question here because we're just feeling this out. We're just trying to figure some things out. I mean, maybe 30 minutes, feel it out, what feels good, what feels whatever. And then we'll do it for real. When we have other candidates, and we'll leave the link for people to sign up if you want to come up and do the test, right? So the kind of questions that we will be asking are, and here's one. Can you truly put yourself in your partner's shoes when you have a fight? Or do you only focus on what you think? Okay. That's one of the questions, the love check questions. Are you ready to answer honestly? Can you honestly say that you're empathetic or sympathetic to another human being? Okay. This kind of question reveals your perspective ability, your patience, your emotional connection with another human being and what they're feeling. That's one of the questions. Ask yourself, can you truly put yourself in your partner's shoes when you have a fight? Or do you only focus on how the fight affects you? Okay. Last question. Without a partner, I need a candidate. I need a candidate. When you feel ignored or disrespected, do you get louder, quieter, or more creative with your response? We want to hear the real answers because everyone has a show and people come up and say the things that sound good. The reason why I'm saying you don't have to be on camera for now is because you might be honest. You might say, fuck them kids. You might say, I don't give a shit what she think. We want honesty here. We don't want talking points here, right? So this is the object of Lovecheck, to check yourself, to check your responses to familiar marital relationship dynamics. Okay? Because most of us only hear talking points. Oh, women ain't this and women ain't that and men ain't shit and men ain't that. That's the whole point. Okay? Can you put yourself in somebody else's shoes? Can you feel for empathy? Can you feel for your partner? Do you want to feel for your partner? This is what we're talking about. We're gonna have a Kevin Samuels show, but I need a contestant. Black America, get up here. But we need a contestant to see how it goes. Can you? Oh shit, I forgot. You have a problem coming up here on the vertical live. That's the problem. Or yeah, buddy, Mr. Rogers. But at the same time, be prepared to protect myself. I try to. Okay, I have a belly button. Okay. Only people who've had plastic surgery doesn't have a belly button. Why would you need to tell me that? Weirdo. So that's one of the questions. Here we go. Sacrifice, selfhood, balance. Can you give something can you give up something you want without feeling like you lost something yourself for the sake of the relationship? Can you do that? Okay. Hello, Ty Pro. Come up, Ty Pro. I can ask you these questions because I know you're going to be real blunt with it too. And I need a candidate. I just need a candidate. We're only doing this for the hour, or 1 hour, and then the rest will be the Kevin Samuels clips that we have to finish. Some of the clips that I want to finish for today. I found some interesting ones. So I just need that candidate. And you don't have to be on camera. You know that's not how it goes. People are more honest when they're not on camera, as opposed to being on camera, right? Okay, move this out of the way. Okay, hold on. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. You can stream horizontally and vertically at the same time. I don't know how you do that. I had to figure that out. You had to tell me about it. Oh yeah, you got to come behind the scenes too, because you be the only person that be in the chat. You be in that goofy chat over there. I need you to come up and show me how to do that. So, are you coming up here? Or do we get to the Kevin Samuels thing quicker than I thought? I thought at least we get to 6:30 and figure it out, right? Or maybe I can only play Lovecheck after we get people to come in, because I need to see how it goes across on the stream. And Black America, oh, you let me down, Black America. What happened to you? Hello, Dash the Blaze, Tat Rod, Mr. Rogers, Ty Pro. Okay, come on up. Hold on. We finna put this up here. We finna put this up here. Okay. I'm finna put this up here. I'm finna put this sign up here. I found this. Oh, yeah. Right here. This right here. Y'all see that? Hopefully y'all see that very well. Okay. Ty Pro. I can hear you. Can you hear me, Ty Pro? Uh-oh, you real low. You real low. Wait a minute. Do you gotta be on? Hold on. Let me take this off. Hold on. Let me remove this. We're gonna add you to the stage. Here we go. Right here. Can you hear me now? Or we can hear you now? Mm-mm. Something up with your audio. Cause you totally out of there. Something is up with your audio. Go out and then come back in. That would be better. If you went out and came back in. Okay. Let me take this off. I like this better. You gotta go, you gotta come back out or go back in. Are you in there now or no? No,
Yeah,
no, no.
no, no. You still can't hear me?
Just, yeah, we can hear you now. Okay. We can hear you now.
No. Sorry
Perfecto.
about that.
That's
That's up.
okay.
That's
That's
up.
okay.
How you
Okay.
doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. You didn't get my message from Triple X? No, because he probably didn't read it.
It's, I emailed you as well too. I'm not sure. Like,
Oh, okay. Okay, I got the questions for Ty Pro. He on the hot
let's
seat
do it.
today.
Let's do it.
The first question in this Lovecheck series. Would you rather have 40 years of good marriage or 10 years of an extraordinary one?
So like 10 years of no problems.
10 years of 40 years of a good marriage or 10 years of an extraordinary marriage. And only you can define what a good marriage is.
Uh,
Good marriage, huh?
I would take the longevity.
You take
You
the
know,
longevity. Yeah.
I would
Okay.
take the longevity. You know,
Okay,
we
that
can have our
reveals
ups and downs.
you want the ups and downs for the 10, 40 years.
Yeah.
Okay, that ain't bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. But then extraordinary. What's extraordinary mean? What does that mean? An extraordinary marriage. What does that mean?
I mean, if it's going to end in 10 years, it couldn't have been, unless it just ended because of something tragic, it couldn't be that, great.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take 40 years of just some good time, bad
Mm-hmm.
times, and ugly
Mm-hmm.
times.
And then it'd be 40 years. Yeah, I'd probably
Yeah.
take the 40 I'd probably take the 40 years too. Because the 10 year, but then again, what does extraordinary mean? That's the question.
Yeah.
That could be
I don't want to, I would never want to get remarried. If I get married, it'd be a one and done thing for me.
okay. So you want to be married one time.
That's it. If I get married and it didn't work out for any reason, I wouldn't be open to being married again.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Question number two, which means you got longevity when it comes to marriage. You want to be a long term partner. Number two, If your partner cried over something that didn't make sense to you, how would you respond?
Uh, you got an example or something?
An example, like cried over uh cried over losing a job, or cried over not being able to get a promotion, something like that.
If it was something like that, I would just try to motivate her. You know, give her some words of encouragement, a little support. And just, you know,
Mhm.
hey, just because they look like something is you didn't get something that you wanted, you could be getting set up for something better that you don't even know you want. You know, just talk good to it, make it
Oh, okay.
feel better.
That sounds good. You're sort of giving them a pep talk, but you're trying to bring them out of the funk from saying, "Hey, this is not a tragedy. You can do better." And it might be just moving you around so you can do better. Okay. Empathy.
Facts. Those, yep, facts. Yes.
Next question. If your child grew up, if your child grew up and completely rejected your values, would you still respect them?
uh, if they were morally in tune to what I've taught them to be, because I got a son and a daughter. So if my son and my daughter had good moral fiber, like I raised them to have, I also raised them to be individuals as well. So I was that type of kid who rejected my parents,
Mm-hmm.
you know, type of ideology. My dad was really he was really church based, and I'm not that type of guy. So you know, I wouldn't hold that against them. I would just have conversations to understand. You know, and people go through phases in adulthood, early 20s and to their 30s, and they try to learn and figure, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I would give them the space to grow. I give them the
So
space to
you
grow.
do. So that reveals respect for individuality, regardless of whether the person you're married to or your child or people around you. You respect them to be their own particular person. And it
Yep,
also
yep.
says that you're not very controlling, that you're not a very controlling person. You have some control issues or whatnot, but not a lot. It's something people can live
That
with.
makes sense.
It's something
That
somebody
makes
can live.
sense.
Yeah. Number 4 is if your spouse was paralyzed in an accident, would you stay even if the intimacy changed forever?
Oh man.
This measures the depth of love you might have for your spouse versus dependency on the physical aspect of love. Which one is more important to you as a romantic partner?
You know, God
Type
forbid something
You're right. Okay.
definitely going to be
Uh-oh, you just disappeared.
driving through some mountains right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. What do you got to repeat whatever you said? And then he drops off again. So far, so that's not true because he doesn't like homosexual. Huh? I don't know what that means. That doesn't what? You hear what okay, Black Mirror, you would have to explain that because I have no idea. The question was, if your spouse was paralyzed in an accident, would you stay even if intimacy changed forever? Are you well, see, then if you see, that's the thing. Would I tell my spouse that I need sex outside, or would they be selfish enough to say, I don't want you to have sex outside. I want you to only have sex with me. So would your spouse uh would that be a good thing? Are you there?
I'm here now. My bad. I'm sorry. Can you repeat what you said?
If your spouse was paralyzed in an accident, would you stay even if intimacy changed forever?
I would stay because I would want my wife to stay with me if the roles were reversed. You know, we locked
Hmm.
in, we locked in. But I
Hmm.
will be getting cheeks on the side,
You
outside the house. You know, that's going to be going down. And I
okay?
wouldn't love them. It
Hmm.
wouldn't be nothing. You know, it'd just be straight
Hmm.
physical. You
Hmm.
feel me? But yeah,
I mean, at least you honest about that. I mean, a lot of people just do, just wouldn't even. But see, here's the thing: would you tell your spouse? Would you tell them?
now that would be based on her, and I would probably have a gauge for the type of person she is if we
Hmm.
got married. Now, if she's
Hmm.
a person that we have them conversations and she can handle that, like, hey, I know it's just physical. It's not gonna bother me, especially if you taking care of me and we locked in. You know, go do your thing. I would
Hmm.
tell her. I'd be like, look, baby, you know, it's getting tough. I ain't gonna tell you every time I go out, but let's just say, you know, once a month, I'm gonna be out on the town or something like that. You know what I mean? But if she wasn't the type of person who could handle that and it would just make the situation worse, I
Hmm.
wouldn't want to make her have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be
You would.
messy and
You
let her
would.
find out.
You wouldn't tell her.
No, if she couldn't handle it, no, I wouldn't want to hurt her. You know,
Hmm.
for no reason.
Right.
You know, I'm
And we got
pretty
to keep in
sure
mind, you love her too. So, yeah.
I'm pretty sure in that situation, if it was me or if it was her, and I couldn't say my meat didn't work no more, or she couldn't have sex no more, I'm pretty sure we're going to know that we did it from the outside source. We just, I wouldn't want to know. Don't talk to me about it. You know,
Go.
I'm,
That's
yes,
okay. 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 That's reasonable. I mean, I probably wouldn't want to know about it either, but that's just me. The next
but you
question. Yeah.
for sure. Let's do it.
Go ahead. Oh,
No, I was gonna say, if you love your partner, you would want them to still be getting some type. If you couldn't do it, you would want your partner to still, you know
that's
what
the
I
way.
mean?
Yes, I would look at
Yeah.
it the same way. Same way. Next question. What's harder for you to say? I love you first, or admitting that you need her?
Oh man, that's a good one. One, it's hard for me to say I love you first for sure. This, it's going to be hard for me to do that. I probably would never admit to needing my partner or my spouse.
Mhm.
I would communicate it in other ways. Like my actions will speak for me. The way
Mhm.
I move about you will speak for me. But me
Mhm.
vocalizing it, that I got commitment issues
Mm. Okay. So it would be difficult for
being
you. Okay.
vulnerable. You know,
Mm.
yeah,
So you say it would be difficult for you to say that one particular. Okay. Mhm.
yeah. It would be difficult. It would be. I probably wouldn't be the. I'm never the one say I love you first either. You know,
Mm. So why not? Why would that be difficult for you to say that right off the bat? Why
I
would that
love this questions in this game. Go ahead.
why
my.
would that be difficult?
What up,
I
though,
already
Triple?
know why. I've already said it up here before, HQ, but I'm gonna let him answer it though, because I
No,
can't
no,
think
you
of one.
got your own set of questions, sir. Leave
I
him
know. I know.
alone.
No, no, I'm saying I'm not gonna interrupt Ty because it's his turn. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So
It,
we accept that answer, but why? Why? Just explain a little bit.
Leverage.
I'm waiting on Ty. Wait a minute. Are you knocked out again, Ty? Oh, you probably knocked out again. Yeah, you say leverage, triple. You say leverage. Because you afraid to give her leverage. The
Here's the thing. there's nothing wrong with somebody having leverage, but just from what I've experienced,
Mm-hmm.
women have been extremely reckless with that leverage.
Right.
That's the inherent problem, HQ. It
Mm-hmm.
would be no problem. Like with me,
Mm-hmm.
with my relationship, I'm just using this for example, and it's my mom,
Right.
but it is a woman. But like you say, and we talked about this before, it's different because that's my mom.
Oh, okay.
But I
Okay.
would have no problem putting my stuff in her name.
Oh, okay. Your
Yeah,
mom.
and she would vice versa. We both done it,
Oh, okay.
and she's never jumped up like that's mine now. You know what I'm saying? And that's not her vibe. Many athletes
Mm-hmm.
and entertainers have put their empire in their mom's name.
Yeah,
And you've yet to see one come out and say, Mom stole this shit.
that's true. That's true.
Right.
That's
That's why. Because
mm,
when moms and grandmas
mm,
get the leverage, it's respected.
mm. That's right. Ty?
I find me one athlete or millionaire black brother who he's
Mm.
like, man, grandma done took the bag.
Grandma done stole a bag. You don't
Yeah,
know.
they never say that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I've yet to see one.
Mm,
That
mm,
one soccer player, not Ronaldo. I think he's I forget he's Italian or something, but
mm,
he's worth a lot of money and
mm,
he's getting ready to get divorced. I think he got a kid or two with this girl, gorgeous girl too. And
mm.
she crying up a storm now because it's come out. Everything is in his grandmother's name.
Ugh,
Everything.
that's ugly. Ugly.
Yep. And it's just coming out. And
Okay.
she and the grandma won't budge a bit.
Mm.
She said, whatever he say you're getting is what you're getting.
Ouch. Ty, you make it up here? Is it working? Or did you die again? Ty died again. Damn. Ty, you up here, Ty? You make it?
Yeah, I'm in here now. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. Next question. Why do you want to get married? Why would
Afterwards in
you want to
Virginia.
be married? I'm sorry. Why would you want to be married? And what does it actually mean for you to be married?
Why would I want to be married? I would want to be married to have a family and children that I raise in my household and just
Mhm.
experience that family dynamic. That's the biggest part of marriage to me. It wouldn't even really like if I wasn't gonna have kids with a woman, we don't need to get married. But to be married, I would want to have a lot of children and raise them in my house their whole life and have that wholesome family vibe. And
Okay.
marriage, that's what marriage means to me, family. You know
Mm.
what I mean? And having family in the roof and working together.
All right, Ty, go ahead on. Next question. Uh, when you feel ignored, do you get louder, quieter, or more creative with your feelings?
When I feel ignored, if I feel ignored, I used to get frustrated, right?
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, and I done did a lot of like work on how to. I'm working on myself. So, and I was a little younger, you know what I'm saying, like
Mhm.
late 20s and shit. I would get frustrated if my partner wasn't hearing what I was trying to articulate.
Right.
It would, but ultimately I shut down. Like if you don't hear me, if you're not listening, if I'm not getting through to you what I'm trying to communicate, I'm going to
Mhm.
shut down and I'm just going to stop trying. And that's going to shut me down pretty much at that point. Our relationship not going to really work because I'm big on communication. So if you can't hear me,
Mhm.
I can't really deal with you.
Mm. If they don't hear you, if you feel like they don't hear you, you're shut down. See, I'm a shut down person too, and I hate that because I
Mhm.
just I
I
just
I can tell. I can tell,
I mean
HQ.
I completely freeze my I freeze my emotions. I freeze, the relationship. I freeze everything, and then it just goes cold for me. Like if I find something,
Yeah.
my dad was like, when I was a kid, he was like, are you're one of those people. He put his hand on my wrist, and he said, you're one of those people that leave people when they do something right here. You ready to leave? You one of those type of people. And I was like, that's just the way I was built. If I'm gonna protect myself, I have to shut down. That's the only way to protect myself.
I could tell based on the answer you given in the past up here
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
about the gap doing dirt, and you're like, no, I
Yeah, but the
gotta
thing
get
is,
my
I
kid
can't.
back.
You can't. I can train myself not to do that, but you know, it is gave me protection in that way because you would react to a lot of things you shouldn't react to. But then once
Yeah.
you sit and you think about it, I think about it. I don't react to it. Cooler heads prevail. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, you shut down and you think about it.
That's a fact. And when
Yeah.
you
Well,
can't,
I like
from
that. Yeah. I see you just put the Charlie Kirk discussion up there for later. Get
Yeah.
out of there, HQ. Get out of there.
Get out of where? What do you
that
Get
mean?
that
out of there.
I, I was waiting on that conversation for
Get
sure.
out of
I
there,
could
HQ.
Yeah,
not
wait,
Get
wait,
wait,
out of
wait,
man.
there.
wait. Hold on. We gonna talk later.
I'm
We gonna
not
talk
gonna bring it
later.
up, but I'm like, get out of there.
We gonna talk
I
later. We
need
gonna talk later.
I need Triple
What?
X, Black America, Glorious Love, all the
What?
trolls. Everybody need to pull up for that. I want
See,
everybody
Get
to
out
pull
of
up for
there.
that.
Ty was the only one in there, and Ty the only one swing. We gonna talk after this. Stop. Just we
For
gonna talk.
sure. For
Okay.
sure. Let's
No, don't
do
don't don't come up off the platform. I want you to come back into the platform, so we talk behind the scene because you're the only moderator back there.
it.
And
Okay.
if Triple is gonna come, then I need another moderator. So I'm saying if you come in the back
Okay.
end, I want to talk to both of y'all. Okay. Okay. So
For
let's
sure.
finish the
For
question.
sure.
Let's finish the question. Now, next question. Do you see disagreements as battles to win or opportunities to understand and grow?
Uh, Definitely for understanding. I don't really like to argue. I really don't like to argue. I know I'll be up here talking a lot of issues, but I'm not a big arguing person. I like to just say what it is,
Mm-hmm.
articulate our positions, and if we don't agree, especially in a relationship,
Uh-oh, you died out. You died. Yeah,
and I'm gonna give you a whole lot of time to figure out
mhm, right.
what
I'm all about giving
what it
people
was that I
space.
said. If it was
Right. It's all
yeah,
about giving you space to reflect on what you said, what went down, whatever. Let me see. We got two more questions, I think. This question.
for sure.
How do you feel about a woman earning more than you? Or a
Shit,
man
I don't feel.
staying at home, or a man staying at home with the kids?
Um,
Oh.
ooh, I don't. I dated a lot of nurses, and they all made more money than me because they
Mm,
were like high ranking nurses too.
okay.
Dating nurses, a lot of the nurses that I dated really was like a motivation for me to make sure I get to that six figure threshold. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
uh, this ain't good. I hope people not put me over. Yeah. So dating nurses, dating women that make more money than me is not. It doesn't make me feel a type of way because I'm still gonna do what I gotta do as the man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm
Right.
still gonna feel like a man. As far as staying home with the kids, that'd be a little weird for me because I am a man. I like to work. I like to go out there and earn. I like to go
Mhm.
out there. I don't have a problem keeping it with my kids, but I don't think I could. I think that'd be short lived with me trying to be at home with the kids. They'd drive me crazy because I need to be out
Yeah,
somewhere being active.
but what if she
Mhm.
makes a whole lot of money?
Like what you mean a whole lot of money, like
Like
a
like
quarter
like
million a
half
year?
like 500, like 500 500 a year,
Oh
500.
shit, I'm daddy daycare. I'm daddy daycare then. Shit. Fuck yeah.
She make 500 and your salary is like $1,000, $2,000 a week. You could do that. Oh, you could do that for sure. You could do that for sure.
Yeah, I'm breaking.
We got your last question. Okay.
I'm gonna I'm fixated on making money. That's just been in my DNA since a teenager. So I will still try to have. I had the kids outside selling lemonade. I'll be doing something to generate some money if it's just my bread in my pocket. But yeah, she making $500,000 a year. Yeah, go ahead, baby. I'm gonna make you some.
You wild. This your last question. The last question. Would you be okay with your partner having a best friend who knows more of their secrets than you do? Male or female?
HQ.
You say what?
Repeat the question for me, please.
Oh, okay.
I said, can you repeat the question? I'm breaking up. I'm sorry.
Okay. Would you be okay with your partner having a best friend who knows more of their secrets than you do?
Like a man best friend?
Man or female, don't matter.
You said, oh, it ain't
Leverage.
no men best friends allowed at all. It ain't no man best friend shit going on at all.
Or a friend, or a
And
male friend.
as far as
Just
her
say
having a best friend, it ain't no men friend at all, like on no level.
well, I
But a
mean,
female
it just
best
says
friend or
best
whatever.
friend. Right. It just says best friend. I'm
Okay.
assuming
Yeah,
best friends that you met.
it's
You say yeah. Okay. You don't have no problem with that. No insecurity, no jealousy, none of that. Okay. That'll work. I got you. He said what Triple, you right there? Triple.
Yeah, I'm here, baby.
Okay. This is your question, number one.
Yeah, go ahead with it.
If your partner deleted their ex-boyfriend's number but kept old love letters, how would you react?
I would have a conversation, like physical letters.
Physical letters.
I would have a conversation with her, and I would try calmly too. I wouldn't come in guns blazing. That's not how you talk to people. But I would ask her, what is the origin story of her wanting to hold on to these letters, and what is the meaning behind it? And I would try to get an understanding.
What would it make
from
you
that.
feel? Would it make you feel insecure, or would you need to, or maybe it's more of a need to control the situation?
No, that's a good question. I wouldn't be insecure about it, but I would like to know. You have the conversation to know why she wants to keep those, and it would need to be explained in detail as to why. But I'm gonna tell you, I would not be okay with that, because for me, I would say, we had a conversation. She's like, yeah, Lex, I see where you're coming from. I don't really need these anymore. Great. But if she was insisting on keeping these, something would say, drop the link. Aaron want to join, baby.
Okay, I am.
Yeah. Oh yeah, salute Project Leroy, Erica, Eric, Glorious Love, everybody in the chat. Salute to them. Yeah. But yeah, some would tell me you're not fully over this guy, or something's going on, in the back of your head, even though you haven't made the move on it. It's because you're treating that like you had a thing with Chris Brown or something, and you really don't want to get rid of these pictures or whatever, or you still attached to this guy.
You still attached to him. Okay.
Yeah. So I would have concern, but go ahead.
You would have concern.
Yep.
Next question. Do you fight to protect your pride or to protect the relationship?
I don't have an ego to inflate or offend.
What? All of us got ego.
No, I don't have an ego to inflate or offend. So I don't have any pride to protect, you know? Yeah. No. It's simply put, how I operate, I have to be respected. Uh for me to be in a situation, there would have to be a high level of respect from get.
Mhm. Mhm.
Otherwise, we would never be in anything serious anyway. That's why when goofy girls act up or whatever, not a person of their word, games, they're putting into a box where they're not taken seriously and they're not taken on dates. Now, can they call me and say, "Hey, Lex, I want to pull up"? Sure. You know, if I don't have anything going on, but you're
Mhm.
not taken serious. You're not taken serious.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yep. If you want to be taken serious, you're gonna come in acting like an adult. I expect normal behavior.
Okay. Okay. That's a good answer right there. Next question. If your spouse had a dream job overseas and you had to follow them, would would gender matter in that decision? Would it matter?
No, there will be no following. It's not how things work. You know, I'm the leader. It would have to be a scenario where I decided and I deemed that was the move we should be making. You know, if some reason her people's from out of the states and she's
Hey.
going over there to inherit
Mm-hmm.
some castle
Mm-hmm.
or some family business that's making millions of dollars, hey, maybe something like that could be considered, but we're not transporting just because she's going to be making a little bit more money or something. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's not about to be happening. You know, it's
Okay.
not how things work. I'm very much the leader in that situation. Now, it'll have to be discussed. We'll have to discuss her career goals.
But what if it's a job opportunity? It was a opportunity of a
Yeah.
lifetime. What? Because I'm
Like
assuming,
describe, I would need to describe it more in detail. What exactly would it mean?
like if it was a job opportunity, like
So you're saying like it'll be a situation where I'm making 150, she's making 75, and now she's gonna be making like 500.
yeah.
Okay, okay, all right. That okay. We would have to have a discussion. Now I
Mm-hmm.
see how that would be advantageous for both of us.
Right.
Make her making 500,
Mm-hmm.
but I will ultimately have to have the final say in that. You know, if I think that's the best move for us,
Mm-hmm.
and likely would be the case, you know, then I would say we can make that move, but it would have to be me making that decision. And it will have to be a discussion as to what the plan for that money is going to be.
Or whether you would be useful when you got over there too. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, because I ain't gonna just go over there and be just
Mhm.
watching no kids and you making $500,000 because that's a potential setup, you
Right.
know. So right,
Mhm.
exactly.
I get you. I feel you. I
Yeah, so
understand.
I would have to have control of those funds, and that had to be discussed up front. And Gloria's
Say,
Love just made a great point. She said
What?
her husband made less than her and controlled the money. So
Mm.
yeah.
All right.
so you say you ain't daddy daycare. I feel you,
Oh no,
bro.
no, no, no.
Hey, Teddy, hey,
No, that's not how things work.
hey. Next question. If you couldn't ever get married, how would you build a meaningful life on your own?
Maybe I'm not understanding it correct. Will be preventing me from marriage. Have I been labeled a polygamist or something, or
No,
like what?
no. This is a question. This is a question that tests your ability to function independently or
Oh, I
be
see where you're going with it. Yeah. I've
autonomous.
just no, I get it now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've discussed this up here before, and I said like if I could not find somebody that's like got that level of alignment and respect and everything, then
Mhm.
I would simply go out there and become and accomplish as much as I can and make my mark. You know, it's more fulfilling things in life than just partnership. You
That's
know,
right. That's
yeah.
correct.
So
That's
you know,
correct.
being somebody that's at the forefront of technology, inventions or discoveries would be huge. You
Right.
know, so you know, as an engineer, that's how I think, and that's why I'm always working on shit in my lab. Uh, oh yeah, salute Project Leroy. Yeah, so you know, that's where I go with that. You know, I got an idea right now
Right.
for a sub $7,000 boat, and I know the idea will work. There's nothing in the market like that, but the R&D costs, research and development costs, and facility needed to really get cooking on something like that would be millions of dollars, you know. But it's many things as a man I want to accomplish, so that's
Okay.
where I'm at. Yeah.
So you'd be okay with that single, like, okay, I got you. I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I'm already doing the shit.
Next question.
I'm single as a dollar bill.
What's the hardest truth that you've ever shared with a partner?
The hardest truth that I ever shared with the partner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you mean I had to be honest with them, or like what I'm trying to understand.
It's revealing how comfortable you are telling the
Oh,
truth.
you mean what's the most thing that made me the most vulnerable, essentially?
No. What's one of the most difficult things you had to say to a partner, and you
Mm.
were comfortable saying it because you were just comfortable saying it because it was your truth, or whatever. It was just something that you were. Do you believe in the
Mm.
honesty? Do you believe in the openness?
Yeah. I kind of see where you're going with that question. Just trying to get the gist of it. Yeah, hey, I believe in being incredibly transparent. Like I had to tell a girl one time her ass was getting too fat, you know, and I was in a relationship with her,
Right.
and she went from a 6 to a damn 12. And I was like, man, I'm like, you getting way too thick now. The chest was
Mm,
sitting up and the rear was sitting out, but I'm like, man, I think I can park my Hummer on the back of that rear now. It's a lot going on now, you know.
mm,
So that was a difficult conversation to have because I had to be pretty blunt about that.
mhm,
I dropped a lot of hints, but it was getting deflected. So,
mm.
yeah.
Next question. When your partner is hurting, do you listen first or do you try to fix the problem?
I'll tell her to buck up and get with it, Buttercup.
What?
Like, hey, snap to it. No, I'm joking. No, I have a conversation with her. I find out what the issue is, and I use my patience and maturity to walk her through what's going on, and I do what I can best to get her over that hump. That's how you handle that.
That's how you handle that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we got two more questions, I think. What's one non-negotiable value you must share with a spouse?
Um, her honesty and transparency. You know, that would be non-negotiable for me. Somebody that's not a person of their word or has shown themselves to not be somebody that when they say something, there's meaning behind it is a deal breaker, in my opinion.
Mm,
Consistently.
okay,
Yep.
that's good. Um, Wait a minute. I think this may be the last question. What's the one thing your anger has taught you about yourself?
That is levels to this anger, and I have to be careful about how upset I allow myself to be,
Mm-hmm.
because I've let that get me to the point where I could have potentially done some life altering stuff for myself, and derailed what I've built and I get to be
Right.
sitting in a cell somewhere. And do you really want to be sitting in a cell somewhere talking about you've had every bike and car and people like, yeah, sure, kid, you
Right.
know?
Right.
Yeah. Or you can continue to have every bike and car. So,
Right.
yeah, I think, toys aside, you don't want to get yourself jammed up, over something silly because you'll look back at it and say, I could have just moved on about something like that. The reality is, and if I ever had a kids and specifically a son, I have to let them know things are going to happen in life where you're simply going to have to let those things go. Right. You know, there's not going to be anything you can do in regards to get back, because I ran into that in family, and had I really continued to pursue that, it was going to be a situation where I was going to have everybody mad at me despite the other person doing the dirt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and that person doing the dirt more than once, you know. Wow. But if I pursued that like that, I was going to be the bad guy, because that's just how things were going to go. Yeah. So, with that said, you simply are going to have to be appreciative of your situation and let things go, or you're going to find yourself in a world of trouble.
All right.
You got to understand how important that is to you.
I know that's right. Anger is an issue that a lot of people have, and they never really thought about, you know, can you do it constructively? Can you be angry constructively where you don't crash out? And nobody wants to crash out. You wake up, you in a jail cell, and you crashed out over X, Y, and Z. I never want to put myself in that position where I'm not able to control myself.
Yeah, if you want to pour that type of money into the system,
right?
Just because you can't control yourself,
right?
You know, hey,
that's why
discipline is a must. You know, I'll consider myself to always be an extremely disciplined guy, and you know, I don't have any regrets ultimately. You know, because I know a lot of those things, had I pursued them, I know how they were going to go. Yeah, that's how they were going to go.
Right.
But I just set up traps, so next time that can't happen, because if it does happen, you're going to get yourself caught up.
Woo!
Yeah, that's how that works. I don't say anything, but I set traps.
Last question. If marriage didn't exist as a legal contract, would you still commit to someone's life?
Yeah, I mean, the legalities of it has little to do with my commitment in the first place. You know,
look at you, Triple. Look at you.
Yeah, if this girl's a rider and she showed herself to be that girl, I mean, that's just something I'm gonna ride with. You know, I'm loyal to the soil.
That's a good answer. And those are your 10 questions. Okay. But these questions are to reveal something for you, and for you to reveal the audience. Maybe the audience hadn't thought about it that way. So these are the point of asking these questions.
Yeah. What's your response to what you think about my answers?
No, I thought you thought about your answers very intelligently. Okay. You thought about them, you know, because you probably thought about some of these before. If you've thought about them before, that's the whole point, to see if you've thought about them before, reflected your answer, adjusted your answer over time. Because a lot of people be like, I'm just going to crash out.
Man.
If I catch her cheating, I'm going to crash out.
Yeah.
If she got to have sex with somebody else and I'm in a wheelchair, I'm going to crash out.
HQ. One day I will have to tell the story on where things was going so well. I had got a lady a car, and I seen her with that car with another dude. So I ain't gonna tell it now, but we talking about crashing out. All right.
Definitely want to hear that.
Yeah.
Aaron or Zeus? Aaron? Hello. You want to do the 10-point love check? Uh-oh. You disappearing. That's you? I would have crashed out. Zeus, can you hear me?
I can hear you, beautiful. How are you doing?
I can hear you. Oh, you can hear me now? Yeah, I can hear you.
Let Aaron go. Let Aaron go.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a dead spot. I'm on the highway, but yeah, we can do it.
Okay. Question number 1. Would you marry someone who never wanted to cook, clean, or do house chores?
No. Wait,
Never.
wait, 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 wait. Never wanted to.
Never wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, that just means you don't like to do them. But you mean vowed never to, like never will? No.
Oh,
You
it's
can do something without wanting to do it.
right. Because I'm not one that loves to cook, but I will cook if I have to cook. But I
Right,
won't cook every
right,
day. Oh, okay.
exactly.
You don't
So
need to
you don't
have a.
have to want to.
Mhm.
You
I'm
don't have
sorry.
to
Go.
want to as long as. No, I'm saying you don't have to want to as long as you will. Now, if you're telling me you never will, no.
No, that's reasonable. Yeah, because that means you don't have any patience for somebody who don't know how to cook or don't want to cook. You got to be flexible in marriage anyway. Number two,
Right.
when you and your partner argue, do you raise your voice, shut down, or talk out calmly?
Talk calmly.
Yeah, you
That's
seem to be.
actually one of my deal breakers.
Hmm.
Requirements, standards. Is decorum and comportment. So we speak calmly. We must. It's a standard in a relationship and in marriage.
Yeah, part of my. That's the same with me. You have to be able to control yourself. We
Yeah.
can't be swinging on each other. I refuse to do that.
80% of the relationships I terminated was because of that.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I can't do the fight thing. I just can't do that. I can't do that.
No,
Does your social media make you feel more secure or more suspicious in the relationship?
neither.
So you don't care about social media.
Not really. Long as it's not egregious. I mean, I'm not doing anything egregious. As long as she's not doing anything that is
Right.
a poor representation of us or anything that she wouldn't, that I wouldn't approve of in public or in person. No, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't care about that because we have already made an agreement. We've made agreements that are not even verbal for each other. The type person that I want to be married to. We've already
Yeah,
made untalked about verbal agreements. And
right,
showing myself on the internet is one of those things I don't need to talk to you about because you would know, right?
right.
Next question. Do you know what values you want to build a family or a partnership on? And are you prepared to defend those values with respect?
Yes, and I am currently doing so.
There you go. That's called clarity of vision. That's called the clarity of vision that men bring to relationships.
Yep,
Clarity of vision. Okay. And a commitment to the principles that you have as a husband and a father. Next,
jackpot.
next question. Have you ever defended your partner's feelings or actions in front of your friends or family, even if you didn't agree privately?
My wife, yes,
Okay. Okay. So that shows the emotional protection that you have for your wife.
right.
Okay.
And
Okay.
when you say partner, I don't know about all that, but
No,
wife, yes.
I could be talking to a gay person. That's why I said partner.
Oh, the PC piece. Okay, yeah. Good. Then the answer is yes.
Okay. Good. And these are levels of maturity. These are things that show you that you have a level of maturity enough to address a relationship or be in a relationship. Next question. When you feel powerless in a relationship, do you express anger, withdraw, or invite conversation?
What is that?
If you feel powerless in love, or if you
No.
feel maybe frustration.
Oh, okay. Yeah, powerless. It doesn't compute, but frustration. Yeah. That. Yeah. The response to that would be conversation.
Invite conversation. Yeah, I'm that way too. Well, I do withdraw for a little bit. I withdraw so that I can gather my thoughts, and then I come out swinging. Then I come out swinging. Can we solve
Okay.
this issue? Can we do what we got to do in order for this to get back on track? I understand that.
Yeah, I communicate in real time. As the frustration builds, you're going to be aware of it on the
Mm,
fly.
okay, okay. Next question. Do you believe, no, is your view of marriage as a daily choice to commit, or is it a one-time contract that locks someone in?
Both. There's a one-time contract that locks you in that requires daily maintenance to ensure its success.
Look at
It's
there,
like
look at there.
it's like buying a car and then remembering to keep up on your scheduled maintenance cycle to keep
Wow.
the car as new as possible.
Yes, that sounds good. That's very good. That's very good. Do you believe your partner should know your deepest fears, or should
No,
something stay private?
um, as far as deepest fears, no, she has no business knowing that.
Okay.
But very little should stay private. I mean, that's not a privacy issue.
Hmm.
Uh,
So do you
are
believe a
a
portion of
little
your, how much do you reveal to your partner? Give me a percentage.
99.99.
And that 1% you keep to yourself. Wow.
1,000th of a percent.
Right. Right. But what is that 1,000th of a percent? What does that entail?
Probably deepest fear.
Okay. Okay. Question. Would you relocate for your partner's career if it set yours back?
If it doesn't take me out of my career and if it's lucrative for the family as a whole and it helps support generation of wealth and resources for the future, no, I have no problem with that because it's not about just me.
Mm-hmm.
It's about my family and about the families that are a result of what my family does. It's about legacy and lineage. If it sets me back, that's fine. It just can't set me apart. It can't cease my ability to produce and contribute.
Mm-hmm.
But if it retards it, then that's fine. I mean, one step back, two steps forward. You know.
Okay. Okay. Your last question. Do you believe you would be happy if you stayed single forever?
No, I know for a fact I'd be happy if I stayed single forever. Happiness is not something that happiness is not something that I attribute to relationship nor marriage.
Right.
Happiness is a condition within oneself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh,
But that's
okay.
not to say I'm not happily married. I am, but they're
Right.
mutually exclusive.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead on, Aaron. Oh, so far, so good. We got some mature men
Thank you.
on the panel. Good,
Thank
Aaron.
you.
That's very good. Here we go, Zeus. You there?
Hello there. Hello there.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right. I hope the family and grandkids and everybody is doing well.
You ain't getting out of this.
Oh no. I'm 100% in with you. Go ahead. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Number one, do you believe in
Remember,
working?
remind me to ask you about choking. Remind me to ask you about choking another day
Okay,
if you like
okay.
choking. Anyway, go ahead.
Do you believe in working through problems, no matter what, or walking away when it gets too hard?
I'm a big fan of walking through problems and building a framework so that you don't repeat that process.
Excellent answer. No, that's right. Next question. That's right. That's a very good answer. Next, can you truly put yourself in your partner's shoes when you fight? Or do you only focus on your perspective?
It was a process I had to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Winning does not mean advancement. Sometimes you have to let things go and revisit them later.
Okay.
So
Anybody
a
want
term
to?
a term for that is called giving grace. When people say give it grace,
Mm-hmm.
the flip side of that is give it space. We can be arguing about something. We
Mm-hmm.
both saying the same thing. We just saying it differently. So we table it.
Mm-hmm.
We go for a 5-minute walk. We go for an hour walk. We do whatever. We come back and we say, hey, you know what? This is my phrase that I say to somebody. Hey, you know what? You were probably saying something that was of value and I didn't have my ears on. Let me be quiet and listen to you. And then maybe you'll give me the same opportunity. That's what I say to my partners.
Amen. That's interesting.
A lot
You
of times
always
we're
have thoughtful
yelling.
answers. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
A lot of times we're yelling because we don't feel we're being heard.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Mm. And a lot of people need to learn that we still can comport ourselves and still express what we want to express without crashing out. We ain't doing no crashing out. Next question. Would you sacrifice your dreams if your partner's dreams required total focus?
I would create new dreams. Why does my dreams have to be limited? I would create new dreams because the more resources you get,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I liked swimming in the ocean. I didn't know I could play volleyball in the ocean. But when I let go of my fears, I was able to accomplish that.
Mm. Okay. You just start some more dreams. You just
Right.
go a different direction.
My dreams are limited when
Mm-hmm.
you in a limited space. Once you open up your space, you find
Mm-hmm.
new dreams and new talents that you have.
Go ahead on, Zeus. I like that. Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's good. Very good. Next question. How do you usually cope when you're upset? Do you lash out, go silent, or work through it?
From playing sports, I notice a lot of people would say, I ain't nervous. And I would say the opposite. So I would say, man, I'm nervous. So I'm going to focus on the smallest thing I have to do and build on that.
Mm.
So in a relationship aspect, I would do the same. Rather than say, I don't want to talk about, you know what? Hey, let's talk about it. Hey, let's deal with this. Let's put this on the table. Let's figure out a way to get better.
Mm.
I would put whatever on the table. I would put the elephant on the table
Mm-hmm.
and I would start with small pieces.
Did you die? You still there?
I'm still here. A call
Oh,
came in, but I'm here.
next question. Can you give up something you want without feeling like you've lost a part of yourself for the sake of that relationship?
I've lost a lot. So I've learned that when you're holding on to that thing,
Mm-hmm.
there's 3 other good things coming down the line. You have to learn how to let that go. You got to let the universe work. And once I learned that, I start living in abundance.
Man, I know that you're in the poly, but still, you still on you. Do you still believe in marriage?
Union, marriage, community. Yeah, I believe in all that.
Okay. Next question. Are you looking for a union or a marriage to enhance your life or to fill a void you haven't addressed in yourself yet?
I think I look at my personal inventory and say, how can I make somebody else better? And then I flip that over and say, how can they make me better? So those are the people I connect with. Meaning, not everybody wants to hear all my stories. Not everybody wants to go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody wants to travel. So
Right.
I can compartmentalize. I compartmentalize with each person's skill set, rather than try to make one person my everything, be all, et cetera, et
Mm-hmm.
cetera.
Okay. When was the last time you laughed in the middle of an argument, even though you were very angry?
I have a goal. Before I go to bed at night, I have to laugh for 15 minutes. I have to find something 15 minutes of enjoyment. And in my most tumultuous relationships, I always end with a good story.
Oh, that's right.
So you and I are arguing, and
Mm-hmm.
we've been together 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I will end with, do you remember when we had nothing? This happened, and we both kind of laughed how great that was. That's I always try to end with a good story or a good moment that person I want to draw from that.
Okay, that's good. Can you be vulnerable about your fears, failures, insecurities? Or do you only show love when you feel strong?
That's the problem with me. You get all that.
You get all that.
No, you get all that. And a lot of people, I'm learning by talking to more men, you can't share everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a psychologist, he works for Johnson and Johnson, and he goes, yeah, you can't put all your luggage in somebody else's cart. So I learned to talk to different people, AKA I'm very nerdy. I talk to different people about nerdy things. Oh, they understand. They enjoy that. But usually the people that I'm being intimate with, they don't want to hear that mess. So I've learned to kind of put it in different compartments.
Next question. Would you rather your marriage be admired by society or deeply fulfilling but misunderstood by others?
I don't care about what other people think who don't live with me.
Just like that. Just like that.
It's none of my business what other people think about me.
Do you secretly expect your partner to fulfill a role based on gender? Or do you believe love should shape whatever roles you want to fulfill together?
Well, I never make love a cornerstone. So I'm not that guy. I make a simple list. Hey, what do you like doing in the house?
Okay.
What's the tough things? You don't like cleaning the bathrooms? Okay, we got 3 bathrooms. I'll clean the bathrooms. Okay, what do you like to do? You like to go out and eat? Okay, that's not an option. Okay, so how about you'll be my prep cook 3 nights a week, 2 nights a week. I'll be your prep cook. And then we're gonna do a Russian roulette with the cookbook, and then that's how we're gonna cook.
Okay, that sound reasonable. That's not out of the ordinary. That's not extraordinary or anything else. That sounds reasonable to me. Last question. Do you see your partner's independence as a threat or proof that they're a whole and confident person of their own?
What does that even mean? They're independent. What does that mean?
They're independent. Do you see your partner's independence as a threat?
I don't.
You're
diabolical,
man. Like,
that's a very confusing question, but no.
I mean, do you see that? But do you wait a minute? Maybe it's meant to be this way. Do you allow for your partner to be their whole and independent self, or do you feel like allowing them to be all that they can be? Do you find it as a threat? Do you find it?
If you're with me, you will get better. If I look at my eclectic group of lovers, friends, etc., they're very eclectic. Nobody is the same, so they all bring something different to the table. And that also allows me to be in different rooms and learn different things.
And that's a respect for autonomy, or having respect for somebody else's autonomy. Because you want to be, I feel like no marriage is going to really, really function correctly unless all partners kind of get an idea of all of their boundaries. That person knows their own boundaries as opposed to knowing yours, or not really fulfilling themselves outside of the marriage, because people always looking for more. So if you're not a complete human being, or a person that has autonomy, or a person who seeks things to fulfill your own happiness, then that's going to open up the door for other things to come in, and you might have a problem with keeping a person in the marriage if they don't feel fulfilled in the marriage. Because a lot of people leave because they try to find themselves. I got to find myself. I got to go here. I got to do all of that. So none of that is a threat to you that a person says, well, I got to explore this or I got to explore that. Not sexual or anything like that. But then again, you in the poly, so that ain't no thing for you. But I'm saying outside of poly, you don't have no problem with that. You
No,
want
I think even I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry, go ahead.
okay, good. No, go ahead.
I
Go
think
ahead.
even in poly, people don't realize you have to have a lot of conversations. As I say, when you think of poly, take sex off the table.
Mm-hmm.
What poly says, you like to do counseling and you like to work. I'm just making up something. You like to work with the homeless. Maybe that's not my thing,
Mm-hmm.
because now if I go with you, I'm kind of a trapped participant. But
Mm-hmm.
you go with Billy, and Billy's like 100%. He's throwing ideas on the table. You and him are doing, and it's just making you flourish in that department. Why wouldn't I want you to hang out with Billy in that arena?
Mm.
And
Okay.
then we just make boundaries of what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. And then you start to flourish when you come back to me.
Mm-hmm.
You're a better person. And now we're able to do more together because that part of you has been fed.
Mm. There you go.
That's the part of poly. So
See,
you
you
just
need reasonable human beings. And that's why I say reasonable human beings in marriages and relationships.
Mhm.
All of the things that you guys have seen, all of the things that you guys have said are reasonable. They're not out of the ordinary. That you could talk to somebody, have a conversation about something. But some people you can't have a conversation with. You gotta fight to do X, Y, and Z. I don't want to fight. I want you to be the best you can be on, and I want you to let me be the best that I can be. Because that's the only way we both are going to be happy, right? So I find that all of y'all are open to, you're open to relationships. You're open to more independent women than you say you are, because
Bullshit.
you guys,
Bullshit.
you guys were very, very, you were independent in that way. So
What is that? What is it? Hold on, HQ. What
what?
exactly does that mean? And I say that
Me,
respectfully.
well, see, you are a little bit less so than them, because if my wife or my husband told me you're gonna be making 500 racks and I only making 100 racks, I would be all in for you to go overseas and do what you got to do.
Right. And I understand that because you're the wife.
Did I get that
No
question?
wife
I don't think I got
would
that question.
ever go against her guy making $500,000
But why
a
would you
year.
hold her back? Why would you?
HQ, because a guy making more money and becoming even more successful is great. However, I'm not saying it's not great if the woman gets it,
I'm
but
lost.
we
What
have
happened?
to keep in mind the dynamics of the relationship,
This was
though.
his question
That,
that he had. Is his question was weird.
oh, my bad. I'm taking
That was
over
his
Juice
question. His
question.
question was weird. Yeah, your question was. He was the only one who had a question that was like, uh, he ain't really down with that house husband X, Y, and
Oh
Z.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
sort of like,
That I don't like that perspective. I mean, I don't like that position for a man, to be honest. That's just me
right,
though.
H
right. I get that. Yeah.
HQ. I must not hear somebody, but
What?
can I hear the question, please?
Oh, the question. Oh shit! I just closed.
I don't think you gave me that. Anyway,
Well, no,
here
it
when
was the question was no. You had a different question in the same category, but a different question. It was a question related to whether you would, if your spouse was going overseas and they caught a job paying 500,000 a year, and you were making 150 as the man, and now she got a promotion to 500,000. Would you be willing to go overseas with her and do what you got to do? And Triple said he might not be open to that. That's the question.
so I have been in that situation.
Mm.
And what happened is, I think they gave 6 months of salary for me till I
Mm.
find a job. And then
Mm.
there was a hardship that you could apply for, which would give you another 6 months.
Mm.
The other thing I think that's missing in that equation
Mm-hmm.
is that you have to have an exit strategy.
Right.
So give you for instance, I had a buddy that got a job. So Arizona, he was in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
He went to California. He sat down with me. He was like, "Hey, I'm getting this job, and I get this job in town,
Mm-hmm.
but I make $4,000 more. Oh, let's just say $5,000 more. But if I take this job in California, I got the apartment, I got this, I got that, but I have to go to China every 3 weeks." But
Okay.
he made way more money. I said, take the job in town.
Take the job in town.
He took the job out of town.
It depends on what
Did he end up getting divorced?
No, hold on. Even better. I saw him like 12 months later. He was like, "Hey, I'm in town, blah, blah, blah. Let's have lunch." We had lunch. When I sat down to him, he's a guy who's like 45, but he looks 25. When I saw him a year later, he had aged like 8 to 10 years.
Ouch.
And that's the thing you don't calculate.
Mm-hmm.
How much of your soul you giving up. So the point I want to go with this diatribe as I try to land the plane, you have to have an exit strategy. So where Lex was saying, and there's no disrespect to you, Lex, because I love you. Aaron, I love you too. The point is, when they making $500,000, now you go into business and you create something because now you got the resources. So when I hear guys say that, women say, "Hey, I'm not going to be at home and blah, blah, blah." No, you just create a business.
Right.
Everybody loves the word entrepreneur, but now you got the resources. And if you in China, that's where everything's made.
Okay, so that's how you would
I'm
solve. That's how you would solve if your wife made more money than you. That's how you would solve the problem, and then you both be getting money, but she would be helping you put that together. Okay, I mean,
it would be the launch pad. Because that money that you're making, that $500,000, is $800,000 because it's not going to be taxed.
Yeah, it wouldn't be taxed, and I agree with Zeus. That's kind of like what I was alluding to. I probably wasn't as clear, but I was like, I would have to have control of those funds for for a potential plan. But yeah, I agree with Zeus.
What you think, Aaron? You think that would be feasible? It would be, yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Put the money to use instead of just putting the money in the bank. Yeah, you would have to do something on your end, figure out what you're gonna do, what kind of business that you would start. But see, I'm not really familiar with what they would be doing in Europe. I mean, I guess they would be doing the same thing, but it just depends on where you were, what you could do. I mean, it just depends. But I would do that too, probably. Yeah.
Choking is big overseas.
You said what?
Choking is big overseas.
I get that. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's what I was referring to when I said it would have to be lucrative for the family, and I would still have to be able to produce. Right? When I was posed a similar question, I just can't be taken out of a phase of production. Like I have to be able to do something and contribute to the world, and produce. So yeah, with that kind of money, here's the thing: if you're going from, let's say, 150,000 annually to 500,000 annually, that's a quantum leap in income. Our lifestyle is not going to make that same quantum leap. Make no mistake. We're going to live comfortably, but
Right.
the residual income or the surplus income, not only is it going to be invested in traditional ways, but it's going to be invested in ways that I can leverage some, the ability to be productive, even if it means, all right, go take classes in advanced, automotive mechanics, and then opening up a speed shop that caters to high-end performance cars that exist in other countries and such. You know what I mean? And now I'm a mechanic with a high-end speed shop, and even if I'm not, I got to compete with the ones that already exist. Fine, I can develop parts and things in my own shop and sell them worldwide. You know what
Wow.
I mean? Or go work for a shop and help them grow and help them expand. Maybe they open up another, like let's say we're based in Zuffenhausen or Pfaffenhausen, and I open up a shop in Stuttgart or open up a shop in Nuremberg near the Nurburgring. There's a racetrack, or whatever.
Okay.
For a pre-existing automotive firm that specializes in high performance cars, things like that. And I'm only
Yeah.
saying that anecdotally because that's kind of the world I'm in. But you know what I mean?
Okay.
There's ideas, Triple. Go ahead on. Thank you to Healism for the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, our portion of Kevin Samuels, I found some clips. What the hell is going on, y'all? Some of these clips, is he talking to men early? He was talking to men early, right?
He originally started talking to men, and then the come up came from talking to women, but he did talk to men again. He used to have men's week too.
Oh, okay. Men's week. Okay. Because I ran into a whole gold rush, but I only picked a couple because I didn't have time to really go through them because there's so many. It's just so many. I didn't have time to go through them.
Hey, HQ, what was up there with that girl you had up there yesterday when Kevin was debating her about her looks?
I don't know what the hell.
She was a 10.
She said she was a 10.
And then she said, you know what? You got an issue because she dark skinned. That's how she tried to play it. Man.
Yeah. She know doggone well it wasn't a matter of her being dark skinned. She wasn't no 10.
She said you was a 10, man. That took me out.
This lady right here, he say, what's the lead in? It says, Juicy woman says she can't find a man because of school. What the hell is going on?
It hits you
hard.
Hold
on. Before we go further, can I do something real quick?
Go ahead.
I want to say to Ty Pro, if he's listening, I said something to him yesterday, and then moving forward, I'm going to do a better job of expressing myself, what I said to him, because it was about the whole Charlie Kirk thing. So,
Charlie Kirk. Yeah, we had to have a discussion about the show that's going to come on at 10 o'clock because Ty Pro almost crashed out on my ass, and I can't. I got to talk to him behind.
Right. I always want to let everybody know that, we having hard conversations, and I want to always keep a certain frame with all my brothers and sisters that are trying to communicate here. That's all I wanted to say. With that said, I'm in.
Okay. Y'all talked about Kirk yesterday?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Between him, Osmos, and Glorious Love, let's put it this way.
Oh, Glorious was up there too? Okay.
Yeah, so the Negroes tried to show their ass in front of all the white people. So
Ty Pro will take it to the streets real quick. He'll take it to the streets real quick.
I was like, no, we can't do that fighting right now. We can't do that.
They were slugging it out. Oh, okay.
I was like, oh no, Ty Pro was okay.
Well, it's a conversation worth having. This isn't the time and place because I know.
But he was the only moderator there, and I was like, you can't do that, and you the only moderator there. You the only moderator.
Oh, okay.
But then I understood. So I'm telling him, come on. So when this stream ends, I got to talk to him about being the only moderator over there. Yeah, they was trying to cut up, but let me turn on Kevin real quick. Hold on, I got to turn something off. Hold on, I'll be right back. I got to turn something off on the phone.
Good. What do you got for me?
Oh, well, we were just watching your YouTube channel, and we're watching the one where you talk about our model women, Walking Dead.
The Walking Dread, not dead.
The Walking Dread. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Okay. Did you watch the entire video or just part of it?
Good question. I'm only about a third way in.
So what do you think about what do you think on the topic?
You're absolutely correct. Women are dreading getting older. As a 33-year-old, I feel like it's a lot of pressure right now. Opposed to when I was in school working. I mean, I always thought, oh yeah, I'll get married, or yeah, it'll come. But definitely once you hit the 33 to 35 range, it hits you hard.
Do me a favor, hold your phone still. What state are you in?
I'm in New Jersey. Well, I'm an entrepreneur model.
When you were young, what age do you think you'd be married by?
By 30. I mean,
what do you think? Why do you think that didn't happen?
Honestly, it was location and options. And
what does that mean?
Well, at the time, at 30, I was finishing up my master's in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, you said you're an entrepreneur and a what?
And a model.
A model?
Mm-hmm. A plus size. But then I took a break. I did take about 3-year break between the classes and doing my thesis to graduate.
Is she a hand model or what type of model is she? Is she a hand
model?
A what?
And careers.
AHQ.
She a plus size model.
Project said why is something about he's not a mod anymore. He was asking you a question in the chat.
I was trying to do something last night. I'm gonna put you back on. I was trying to do something last night. I'm sorry. When Ty Pro when that happened, I had to do something.
Even
the cats went wild in the chat.
Racist women from
a whole lot of random people showed up.
Geography, none of this stuff seems to keep other women from getting married.
See, that show is a different show from this show. That show is connected to my other channel over there in Wives and Murder.
Okay.
And they like to have their content done at 10 o'clock. So
I got you.
Thousands of people come over at 10 o'clock. So that's what, and I didn't know Ty Pro was gonna show up. And then Ty Pro was like,
he came in there guns blazing.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no, come on. So that's why after this thing, I got to talk to him in the back chat.
He came in like Malcolm X waving the sword of justice. Man.
Oh, you crackers. Right. He was saying crackers and everything.
Whoa.
Why do you think black women just readily? Why do you think? Because I hear this from black women often.
Wives and Murder. HQ, you a real.
He went to the Mayo Clinic. Now, she's a surgeon with a husband and 4.
That's the other channel. Them the channels that pay.
Wives
them the channels that you get the big crowds come in. So
I know. I'm just the title of it is funny to me. Wives.
So is it really school?
It's school.
She's a mom.
School. I have a Caribbean background, and my father, ever since I was little, he's like, school. Don't worry about anything else. As long as you have your education, no one can take anything from you. So it's kind of like pressure to secure that before anything else.
But other people can go to school and have educational focused backgrounds. I have friends from Pakistan, from the Middle East, and they're all about that, but they still get married.
That's true.
So I'm not hearing why education is doing. Is it really education? Okay, that was a long. What's your long relationship?
2 years.
How long ago was that?
2 solid years. That was 4 years ago.
All right. You have any brothers?
No.
She's fit and feminine, or she's feminine. Ain't nothing wrong with her. She's juicy, but she's still a model, y'all.
She's delusional. She
big tripping.
She said she was a model.
That's why I asked, was she a hand model or a foot model? What type of model?
She said a plus size model, which means she's showing her body.
Oh, man. This whole modeling thing, HQ, I've been hearing this shit forever, man.
We gotta agree that there are plus size models out there.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just some things, you just tired of hearing women say, or it's just like, man, come on now. It's ridiculous. And there's never nothing where you look at it, you're like, whoa, this girl is bad.
She got that squeaky voice. I mean, but the voice is kind of, feminine sorta. We don't know, but
she looked crazy to me.
No, I'm a middle child of 3 girls.
I'm a middle child.
3 girls. Okay. This explains more. And your sister's married?
My older sister's married.
So it's reasonable to say growing up you did not learn how to serve a man.
Oh, I did. Absolutely did.
You did or did not?
I did. You said to serve a man?
Well, let me explain what I mean. If you had brothers in the house and your mother cooked, your mother would serve your father, and whether your brothers were older or younger, you would serve them. When the dinner was done, your mother would clear your father's plate. The women would clear the men's plates.
You're right.
You had no men in the house, so it was all female energy and a father.
A lot, yeah.
Well, and he, no disrespect to your father, but
she's a liar.
He said, y'all need to get educations because I can't afford to take care of all y'all. That's what tends.
Why you say that?
Whenever you see somebody in an interview setting and they keep pulling their lips back, that's a tell for a liar. They holding back information that would reveal something. They're holding back information. You'll notice that when she gets asked questions, she bends her lips back. You'll notice it now that I said it.
And he gave her something. He revealed something. She thought about it when he said, "You aren't used to serving. You aren't used to serving anybody because you didn't have any brothers or anything like that in the house, and you didn't serve." And she was like, "Oh yeah, okay, I get it. See, a lot of women don't get it. If they just don't get it.
What's to happen when you have a bunch of girls? You gotta get a job because I can't pay for it. Instead of telling you go find a husband and build a life with somebody so I can have some sons and some help."
Yeah, you're right. I would say my options as far as what I'm looking for wasn't available.
What are you looking for?
You know, intellectual brother, ambitious, family.
How tall are you?
I am 5'5".
You know what's coming next? Dress size?
I wear 22.
Pause the video.
Yeah.
Pause
I'm
the
juicy.
video.
I already know that.
HQ.
What?
Why you be doing this?
Wait a minute, hold up.
This is trolling. Right? You know this is trolling, right?
This is one of them early videos. I looked at it, I was like,
a 22, and she up here talking about some modeling.
It says juicy woman says she can't find a man.
HQ, don't do that to us.
She came up there and said she was a model. She said that. I ain't make this shit up. She said she was a model. I was like, oh, okay. She said plus size models. Then it made sense. There's plus size models all over the world. It made sense. I don't know. Machine said a whole hippo. You wild, boy.
Lex said put 2 X's on that. When you say plus size model, you got to put 2 pluses.
Yo, wrong.
And I gotta be honest, man. What options? And how can I say this in that? Can I just be direct?
Absolutely, I already know.
But what options does a woman who's a dress size 22 can you command?
I mean, it's all.
I said what? It's all about what?
How you carry it as well.
Man, you're 5'5".
Yeah.
And what's the most you've ever weighed?
350.
And a woman is 5'5" should be 125 pounds. You are almost 3 times at your height. You are almost 3 human beings.
No, that's not my current weight though.
I said at your height.
Okay, but that's
350 and 3 times 125 is 375. At your height, you are almost 3 women. And what I'm asking in the nicest, most gentle way possible is what kind of options can a woman who is 350 pounds or thereabout think she can demand?
I just want to clarify that my biggest weight is 350, but that's not my current weight.
Okay.
Hold up. How do you get to 350 and you 5'5"? Didn't she say 5'5"? How do you get there? And what does that look like? I'm not
HQ.
what?
You HQ. Don't do this.
This is so delusional. This is one of the worst ones yet.
And I
Besides
bet you
yesterday,
she
the
want
chick
a high
yesterday.
value. I bet you she want a brother 6'2", 150K, good conversation.
She
Just
feels like
ridiculous.
she's a model.
Well, here's the other part. I didn't mean to cut you off, Lex. Go ahead.
Go ahead, take it, Zeus.
So the problem, she gonna say, well, I used to be 350. I ain't that big no more. I'm only 320. She gonna explain it, and the explanation, and this is what I find sisters do. The explanation is gonna make it worse. And I'm here for it.
I think that's what it is. Hold on.
Ma'am, how much do you weigh now?
Currently, I'm 250.
Okay. It's an improvement, but it is still. But what I don't understand is how you could say education is what kept you from marriage when most people would say it. Hold on.
Okay.
Most people would not say school and geography. Most people would point to your weight.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But that's not what you said. You said school.
Right.
For me personally, I feel like
No, man, that's not what it was.
No.
And you're an educated woman. And you're sitting here trying to tell me that it wasn't the fact that there were men in college, there were men around you, man, you were too big for anybody to really seriously consider you.
Right.
So telling yourself it was school is delusional.
That makes sense.
But what's troubling is that I had to pull that out, and at 33, you can't be honest with that.
Oh, no. I accept that. But
you accept what I said, but it's not what you openly admitted. It's the point.
Wait a minute. Why is it that people didn't like him talking like that? I don't understand. This shit is hilarious. I don't.
It was very entertaining. It just
crazy.
was women. Some women was extremely.
Wow.
Yeah, they can't take what men can take first and foremost.
She looked beat. Don't be mad. I mean, it ain't like he called you a fat bitch, right?
If she tried to disrespect him, he would have called her that though. HQ, you diabolical for playing this.
This is good. Okay. Keep going.
I mean, it's pretty clear. Why aren't you married? Well, I think it's geography and.
Well, I have options to get married, but I just didn't take them.
Right. Options, but let's also be honest. The kind of man you say you want, you don't have.
Well, I'm dating now, so.
But the kind of man you say you want, you don't have.
I do have now, but I'm not married yet.
You say you want an intelligent and ambitious man. Why? Why is ambition important?
Ambition is important because it shows me where you want to go and how you process life and the things that you want to achieve.
Right.
You want children?
Absolutely.
How many?
At least 2.
And what does your doctor say about that?
It's very possible.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
It's like, I was thinking that same thing to healism. Can she move her body? Because she only moving her head. I mean, what's going on? That she can't even, she looked like she leaned up against something. I don't know. What the hell? I paid. No, you didn't. Machine, you ate.
For about 8 years.
What?
Well, honestly, I believe that the truth is that many Black women have let themselves go to the point to where, honestly, y'all can get up 300 plus pounds, which is why Spelman got rid of all their college athletics because they saw so many women coming to college in your height, weight.
Wow.
And not really giving a damn.
Yeah.
And taking your prime years at 300 plus pounds.
Wow.
Prioritizing everything other than your weight and
Pause it,
by extension.
Wow.
Pause it. She's
That's
prioritizing everything except her weight and men because she knows that's the area she's most vulnerable in and she's doing the worst. So she's simply trying to focus on other things, but that's to her detriment because like he said, your prime years are now. In fact, her prime years are winding down.
She's what, 31 years old?
She's already over 30. Yeah.
She's 33. She's 33.
Yeah. Her prime years she's near the end of her prime years.
Yeah, but
Danger zone. Danger zone.
She's also only 5'5". Was it
5'5"? 5'5". 350. Yeah. It looks better when you got a big woman that's tall. It looks better.
It falls a little bit better, but this
is because this girl, I remember she liked me at an older job. She was like 5'10" and she was like 275. She's a real big girl, but it didn't look. I mean, she had like a real big rear and chest and stuff, nice face, but it was too much for me personally.
Lex, tell the truth. Tell the truth. You with
I'm
friends.
telling you
Tell the
truth.
truth.
I was cool. I was cool on it. I had to be cool on it, man.
Look at Stephen J. She a Volkswagen Beetle. Y'all wrong. Y'all ignorant too.
You knew we was gonna cut up when you put this girl up here.
And you put yourself in a position where you have to.
I didn't know I just read the headline. I hadn't seen this video. I just read the headline.
Now I do know some guys that will knock this down.
Are you saying you actively are seeing somebody who is vetting you for marriage?
Yeah.
How long have you guys been seeing one another?
Almost 2 years.
Hold on a second.
She's not attractive in the face.
I want to share something with you. The human behaviorist show talks about. It's called eye shielding. It's when you talk to somebody and they look another way while they answer the question. If you rewind the tape back like 8 seconds when he asked her that question, she move around and then she'd look out of the room. She turns her eyes another way when she answers the question. That tells you she's not telling the truth.
She talks like a 4-year-old, or she talks very
well, because she associates that with feminine, and also that's her birth order in the family.
She ain't bad. She's not feminine. She's feminine. She's
HQ, really... don't try that on this one. Talking about she ain't bad. She ain't bad for what?
What?
HQ, I'll let you get away with that with a lot of them, but not this one.
I was just saying.
And no, HQ, elder brothers is not gonna be caping in for this one. Not on this one.
She's deceptive.
Yeah, 5'5", 250 is wild.
That's wild, boy.
Yeah. I don't even see a 50-year-old nug fooling with this, to be honest.
That's just crazy.
That is like super wide for a super short girl.
Yeah, super short.
Vetting you for marriage. What's taking so long?
I don't think it's taking too long. I believe in taking my time.
No, man. First off, I asked you when was your last relationship. You said it was 4 years
ago. But now
you said I asked you when was your last relationship. You said 4 years ago.
Oh, because we broke up. We did break up for a time. So altogether, we're coming on to 2 years of knowing each other.
That doesn't make any sense.
Prior to this relationship.
Hold on a second.
That's wild. What?
Now you see her explain, and then she licked her lip. Like, watch what she does with her lips. And then once you start seeing that, you'll start noticing when people lie.
It was 4 years ago.
No, not for my son.
But if you're currently in a relationship, okay, all right. For 2 years, taking your time. How long should it get out of the comment section? How long should it take?
No more than 3 years. really thought about it. You know,
Huh?
so maybe about 3 years.
3 years.
To
Has he
give you
told you
a,
has he told you he wanted to marry you?
yeah,
Have you gone ring shopping?
ring
She
shopping.
capping. She's capping. She's
Right.
capping.
I don't understand. She's lying, but but then again, look.
She's trying to save face. That's what that is. Yeah, she's
Five,
trying
I
to
just
save
can't
face.
see it. I just can't see the 5'5", 250. It's just
Hey, wait a minute. Let me go back to Zeus when I was talking about the girl at one of the ex jobs.
what?
He talking about tell the truth. You think I'm lying, Zeus?
Zeus?
Best politician in the game, ladies and
No,
gentlemen. Welcome.
man. I ain't gonna lie. I glanced at that rear a few times and it crossed my mind a few times, but I was like, nah, I can't do that. Yeah. I was like, I can't do that.
One day,
I can't go for that. No, can't do.
One day, I'm going to
Maybe
explain everybody's job in the club. And Lex, you have a very exclusive job in the club.
I
I
appreciate that, brother.
I'm not. I'm looking at this.
Do you make any room for the possibility that you could be not being honest with yourself?
As far as
where this relationship will likely head?
I mean, I'm not afraid of it not.
No. I asked you if you want to get married. You said yes. If you want kids, you said 2. You're 33 years old. You said you've been in a relationship for 2 years. I asked you if you're with somebody who's actually vetting you for marriage. You said yes. I asked you why is it taking so long? You said I believe in taking my time. I said, how long should it take? You said no more than 3 years. And I said, all right, ma'am, do you make possibility or room for the fact that you may be reading this wrong? Because if a man wants to marry you, he should have already proposed to you a long time ago.
Okay. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but ever since
he's not married, he has no children. There's nothing stopping him. What is he going to know in a year that he doesn't already know now?
Right.
We've talked about it.
I'll say this though. I'll say this. Kevin used to say a year.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I'm no expert and I'm not the right guy because I've never been married.
Right.
But from everybody I've talked with, in certain circumstances, that can be a little too soon, I'm thinking. But I just wanted to jump in with that. I mean, you got to really see it for what it really is. But it don't take no 3 years or nothing like that. Yeah.
Thing, you ladies have nothing to do with whether or not we propose. Either we do or we don't.
Right.
So if someone asks me, would you like to get married? And I'm like, well, let's think about it. Let's talk about it some more.
No. That's not how it works. How it works is somebody presents a ring and drops on their knee after they ask your father for your hand in marriage and they pop the question. What you're talking about is, quite honestly, it's finesse. It's just a way to keep the sex coming. Okay. And you're a grown woman and you got to know these things.
Well, I don't know. I guess marriage is not like on the top list as it should be.
It's not what?
It's not at the top of my list.
Would you hook this girl up with your son's HQ?
My son will fuck anything. I don't know nothing about.
Oh my goodness!
There you go. There you go. Whoa. HQ. There you go.
I just keep it 100 with you. He don't have no distinctions. He don't care.
Both of them.
It don't matter. White, black, big. It don't matter.
Both sons like that.
No. Other one is he's a little more distinguishing. But the oldest one, he don't care.
Dang.
Okay, so let me jump in because Lex getting ready to start going in. He trying not to, but I see you, Lex. I see you.
I'm over here loading up and getting the cavalry going. We loading up the truck, loading the Hummer up, guys, getting the weaponry and stuff. We headed that way.
Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. I want something that I had to realize. This is what I call, you hear me say these terms, coachable moments.
Right.
This is a moment where she can be quiet and say, Kevin, if you were in my space, what should be my mindset? What can I do? Et cetera, et cetera. Because this is a rare moment. The other thing I want to say is the framework that Kevin came from. Excuse me. He used to be an elder in a church for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So he's really big on the Bible component of a marriage, and he's really big on not courting, but getting married, then figuring it out. That's what he's really big on. So a lot of times when you hear him talk, that's where people don't get the point of what he's saying.
Mm.
With that said, I'm in.
Okay. Here we go.
Well, that's fine. But you're 33 years old and your body type, just from a health standpoint, I don't think you're being honest.
Okay. Well, I respect your opinion.
Don't respect go to your doctor and ask them, what is it? Are you going to be able to carry children?
I'm sure I will be.
No, ma'am. I'm not saying, I'm a cancer survivor. Okay. So understand, I'm not just asking these questions. I'm like, you were 350 pounds down to 250.
Right.
And you don't know. You're just assuming that everything's going to work out. And you ladies always assume the best. Right. Mm-hmm. And it sounds to me like you really are not prioritizing marriage, honestly. Sounds to me like if you're dating somebody, you know it's not really going anywhere and you're just happy calling it what it is. But what I like to do is I like to focus women and realize, man, the choices you're making at this time have a long range effect. You're wasting time if you ever want to have kids.
Get her, Kevin.
I
mean,
elephants have kids.
At 35 for
Steve Ewing.
HQ, the elephant body is set up to carry that weight and kids and stuff. The elephant is gonna be huge when it comes. What is wrong with you, right?
Stephen James ignorant. Elephants have kids. Hey, look, it's the truth. It's the truth. You could be big and have babies. She's saying I shouldn't have any problem giving birth to any kids. That's what she's saying. So I can't be mad at her. She said I can give birth to kids. Ain't no big deal. That's what she's saying.
Well, I know I have to lose weight before actually.
Hey, wait a minute, Tahitiism, you funny.
And that's what I plan to do.
So when I asked earlier about, why you're not married, I think it's more clear now. It's not because of school, it's not because of geography.
Is that all?
Huh?
And then what is it about?
What do you think it's about, based on what I said?
Based on what you said, you're saying it's because of my figure.
I think you're just, I honestly think you're just not really taking life seriously. Not really.
Yeah.
He giving her grace. He's giving her grace instead of saying, you weigh as much as X, Y, and Z. I'm trying to let her come to the realization.
You weigh as much as a man, right?
Yeah, so she don't want to say it, and he not trying to say it. That's all. He done gave her grace.
250 for 5'5" is just nuts. And then the fact that she was 350 for 5'5".
I know. That's real wild.
That is just crazy, man.
I mean, that's like, I can't even imagine.
Because you think about it, the bodybuilder, like Simeon Panda, I think he's like 6'2", 250, and he's huge.
Yeah. And
I was 340. I was 340. I was 340 in my prime at 6'5", as a former Marine, former football player, and I was able to bench 540. And I was 10 pounds lighter than she was on her max.
Damn.
I benched 540, squatted 700, deadlift the other 700. I was in the 1,500 pound club. Between bench, squat, and deadlift, over 1,500 pounds. I could pick up the back of your fucking Buick all by myself, and I was 10 pounds lighter than her.
Wow.
Shit.
I know that's right.
Damn. You played on the line, Big Aaron?
Offensive tackle
line.
to on the left side to a right-handed quarterback. Yep.
Oh, okay.
University of Maryland. Yep.
Awesome.
Jeez, you trying to tell her she ain't listening? She ain't
Well,
listening.
I'm glad you said relationships and not life.
Well, but life is about relationships. If not, we could lock you up in solitary confinement and you can still do what you do just fine. Life is about relationships.
Right.
I think you're not taking relationships seriously because there's some delusion here, and you think you have you think you have time that you don't have.
HQ.
You think you have options.
I'm not sure what me and this girl could do, but other than walk around looking like the number 18, you know. But
you wrong as hell. She's a big one, and maybe she done had good options, and that's why she said she done had good options. Okay.
put it this way, like I mentioned before, and I'm not gonna debate her or anything or anybody, but she 30. It's guys up here that's in their 50s. Black America, Aaron, Zeus. I don't think they would be at the top of their list. It's safe to say if they were single. Am I right or wrong, Big Aaron?
She's heavy enough to sink to the bottom.
Yeah, because she is. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
No, and it's really just the height, right? And that's what it is. I mean, you know, I like a healthy woman, but I also like a tall woman. Because I'm a healthy cat, but I'm tall. You know, at that height, 250. Nah, man, come on. Not at that age, with no kids.
I don't understand. She's a model. She didn't look around and look at the other models and say, "I'd rather be a skinnier model as opposed to a big model." Because
yeah, she models earrings for QVC or something. You know,
she a McDonald's model. She model Big Macs.
Y'all wrong as hell.
Do life this way.
I mean, if she was like 56 and gave me 6 kids looking like that, all right, okay.
Yeah. That's
cool.
different. Yeah, that's different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all right. That's Big Mama status at that point.
But she 31. Dang. 32. 33.
They're out of options,
no, ma'am.
out of time. And because no one sat people down and said, you need to, if you want a man and a family, you need to focus on it.
Right.
But like you said, at 350 pounds when you were there,
yeah,
that's not somebody that's prioritizing a relationship.
I hear you.
I mean, I truly hope you. Are your sister your height and your weight too?
No, my sisters are slim.
Okay. Well, I hope you and your boyfriend or whatever you would call him. I would just say, man, don't delude yourself.
Yeah.
Because women don't have the same kind of clock that we have, and the price that women pay for delusion, meaning telling yourself something that you want to believe that's not true, is different. Because after a certain age, fertility and these things happen. Lastly, you need a man who's an above average earner. You do?
Wait, say it again?
You need a man who's an above average earner.
As long as we have the things that we need, like I don't need an above average earner.
What is an average earner?
An average earner would be about 80,000.
80,000.
You don't care if he's black or not?
That's well above average.
Yes, I do.
She's still on that delusion train. Her sisters are slim. She's still on the delusion train. She just is. I mean, 80K plus. She looking for a high value man. Wow.
I would say no, but I
well,
what?
Well, wait. She's from New Jersey, so she may not be aware of what 80K means. I think if you told her 60 or 50 and showed her that lifestyle, I think she'd be all right with it. I think she might live close to me. I'm in New Jersey right now as we speak, driving home from my beach house. Anywhere in New Jersey close to New York or where my beach house is in Cape May, Cape May in New Jersey is like Martha's Vineyard. It's ridiculously expensive. So for her to say 80K, it's not. She's not delusional. That's a decent number.
Oh, okay. That's a decent for that number for that particular area. Okay.
Yeah, New Jersey is the richest state in the union. I mean, a lot of money over here. Yeah, you should see some of these houses. It's stupid.
Okay.
All the money in New York, when they buy a big house, they go to New Jersey. So yeah, she's all
What
right.
percentage of black men do you think?
Aaron said at his beach house. Ball.
What percentage of black men in this country do you think earn $80,000?
Probably 45%.
Yeah, 15.
He
1
said,
5.
yeah, 15.
Jeez.
He like, I wish he looking at her like, when is it gonna kick in, lady? When is it gonna kick in that we ain't gonna be able to do this with you? Nobody gonna be able to do this with you. Cause you're just too much.
So if you need a man to make 80,000, the chance you need to cut what you that just
80,000 in New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia is 50K in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
No, I agree with that. I missed the her being in Jersey. So yeah, if she's in that tri-state area, Aaron's right. I used to live in DC too, so I know.
Oh, you already know. Yeah, that's up there too. Yeah. It's brutal. From Boston to DC, it's brutal.
Yeah. I was happy to get my ass back to Michigan. I'm like, damn, it's crazy out there.
Who did? You think the average man earns $80,000 in this country, and the average black man earns 42?
Well, I haven't had a problem with coming in contact with those people.
Yeah, but see, I don't really concern myself with coming into contact with, hooking up, dealing. I keep score on marriages because that's one of the convenient highs in a lot of systems, like to tell themselves because I can date men, have sex with men, interact with men on this level, that it's just like being married to it. And it's absolutely not. So what I've showed you tonight, man, is you don't really have a clue what's going on out here with men. Which explains why you got to hold on to this one, because I'm assuming he earns $80,000 or more. Does he?
Yeah.
All right. Because if you don't have him, that means you got to go back out here in the market, right?
In the pandemic, right?
Yeah, right. And I can tell you this: the men, black men who earn what you're talking about, are not looking for women that weigh more than them.
Are you sure? I'm just kidding. I'm trying to keep it light. I don't want it to be too heavy. I
want it to be realistic, though, man. And you sisters, you act like that this is a game, and life is not a game.
No, I totally understand.
I'm not doing this to waste my time at midnight. I mean, I got other shit I could do.
I mean, you clicked on me.
All right, and that's what I'm doing. You know what? See.
They get so frustrated. They just frustrating. That's all.
Get what we're from. And this is why I find it difficult to feel sorry for women like yourself.
Don't be mad.
Because even though we're trying to have the conversation, you want to keep it light. I understand you want to keep it light, man. But there's something to be said for the pandemic and this and that. I hope you get what you want out of life. I really do. But I'm also, more than that, I hope men get what they want out of life. And no, men don't go out and become the best version of themselves, to put themselves in the top 15% of earners to get women who are 250, 300 pounds. They don't do that.
They don't do that.
I think that's unreasonable to expect them to do it.
Okay.
All right, you have a good night. Well, And if I don't believe that woman was no 250 pounds, this 5'5" and dress
Whoa,
size
shit.
22.
That's 5'5" and dress size 22. That's what she looked like. That's her. You see that?
Damn.
That's her. Wow. That's wild.
Are you surprised, HQ?
No, I mean I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm not that short. So I didn't know it was that. I didn't know it looked like that.
Yeah, and like we was talking about the other day, the height matters a lot. And with a woman that's 170 pounds, that's 5'11", gonna look totally different from a 5'4" woman that's 170 pounds. Yeah.
Okay. That's wild. That's wild. Y'all give me your final thoughts, because I gotta go somewhere and then I gotta go somewhere else.
Okay.
No, Aaron, you final thought. Aaron, final thoughts from you, sir. Not particularly about this, but about the what is the Lovecheck questions. What are those too difficult? Are they good enough? What
No,
do they sound?
I like them. I think they're a great checklist. I'm going to go back and read them again, and I think they're great. They're great. People should extract first date questions from those lists. Extract a few, sand the edges off, and use them.
Right. See, I didn't try.
But other than that, yeah, enjoy wherever it is you got to go, and then go where you got to go after that. But always remember, if you don't go when you want to go, when you do go, you find you've already gone. So get going.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. The fun Type Pro, what happened to your thing? Oh, something's wrong with his whole thing. Type Pro. Oh, that's Type Pro. Oh, okay. I don't know how to click out and do what I got to do. But HQ got to do what you got to do. But stay here. If you don't stay here, then I have to hit you up in a email. Did you email me, Type Pro?
I sent you a bunch of stuff, HQ, by the way.
No, I'm saying Type Pro. Let me see. Hold on, Type Pro. This is in the back chat. Send me so I can send you a link. Type Pro. If he ain't even up here. Here you are. What's wrong with your stuff, Type Pro? He came decent. Well, you got my airplane. I'm gonna send you a link in your email in about 5 to as soon as I get done with here. That way I open it up and then get the link and then you can come in just like this. Okay? And Type Pro, keep being disconnected. Connect cam before you, and you can't. Do you have my email, Type Pro? Type Pro. Damn, he keep disappearing. Why ain't gonna end the stream yet? Type Pro. Are you here? Uh-oh. I'm sorry, y'all. I thank y'all for coming. I thank you for coming, but there's some mess. Gotta figure out. Before the other stream starts at 10 o'clock. That's the Charlie Kirk stream. Type Pro. Are you there? Type Pro, are you there? Type Pro.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You have my email?
You hear me?
Yes. You hear me?
Yeah, I know you said you wanted.
Yeah, but do you have my email in the back?
Some.
Look at the huh? Email me something. If you can hear me, email me something. Okay? Like
give me
in 2 seconds, email me something. Because I don't know how to keep you inside of here. You know what I'm saying? If you got the email, it was in the back.